This is the problem which is related to the torque experienced by a magnetic material which is placed in a magnetic field. The content is, there is a coil of 20 turns, has an area of 800 millimeters square and carries a current of 0.5 amperes. If it is placed in a magnetic field of intensity 0.3 Tesla with its plane parallel to the field, what is the torque that it experiences? So, better to write all the physical quantities which are mentioned in this problem. Coil of turns 20, so N is equal to 20 turns, has an area of 800 millimeters square, so the area is equal to 800 millimeters square, so 800, 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, so millimeter square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square. It will be 800 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square and carries a current of 0.5 amperes. I is equal to 0.5 amperes. If it is placed in a magnetic field of intensity 0.3 Tesla, so magnetic field intensity B is equal to 0.3 Tesla with its plane parallel to the field. Parallel means theta is equal to 0 degrees. What is the torque that it experiences? Torque formula is NIAB cos theta. So N 20 turns, I current 0.5 amperes, area 800 into 10 to the power of minus 6, magnetic field strength 0.3 Tesla into cos 0 degrees 1. So 2 into 0.5 is 1, 20 into 0.5 is 10, 10 into 800, 8000 into 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So we will get 2.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Nm. So 800 into 8000 into 3 by 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 2400. 2400 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Nm. The other words we can write 2.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Nm. So this is the torque experienced by this coil of these dimensions. This is the problem which gives the information about the solenoid. So the content is, the solenoid of length 22.5 centimeters has a total of 900 turns and carries a current of 0.8 amperes. What is the magnetizing field H near the center and far away from the ends of the solenoid? So length of the solenoid is 22.5 centimeter. So we can write 22.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. In other words, we can write this is 45 by 2 in 10 to the power of minus 2 meters also. Next, it has a total of 900 turns. Total means we should write capital N. 900. Next, and carries a current of 0.8 amperes. What is the magnetizing field H near the center and far away from the ends of the solenoid? So L is equal to 22.5 centimeters, N is equal to 900 turns, I is equal to 0.8 amperes. Then we should find out H. The general formula to find out the H is Ni, but N is number of turns per unit length. So that's why Ni by L. So we are substituting these values. H is equal to N 900, L 22.5 in 10 to the power of minus 2 meters, I 0.8 amperes. So if you substitute it, 900 into 0.8, 22.5 we can write 45 by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This 2 will go up. So 45, 920. This 2 will go up. You will get 40 into 0.8 into 10 square. 4000 into 8 by 10. 3200 A by M. So this much H will be produced for these dimensions. So this is the problem which used to find out the torque on the magnet. The content is a bar magnet of length 0.1 meters with a magnetic moment of 5 am square is placed in a uniform magnetic field of intensity 0.4 Tesla with its axis making an angle of 60 degrees with the field. What is the torque on the magnet? So this is the bar magnet, 2L, length is 2L. So magnetic moment M is 5 am square. This bar magnet of length 2L, 0.1 meters, is placed in a uniform field of intensity 0.4 Tesla. 4 Tesla with its axis making an angle of 60 degrees. With the field. What is the torque on the magnet? So torque is M cross B, that is equal to MB sin theta. M is 5, B is 0.4 into sine. The angle between them is 60 degrees. So 5 into 0.4, 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. 2 to get cancelled. So root 3, nothing but 1.732 Nm. This much torque will be experienced by a bar magnet of these dimensions placed in this type of field. So this problem which relates the Earth's magnetic field to the B values. So if the Earth's magnetic field at the equator is about 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla, what is its approximate magnetic dipole moment? So BE, magnetic field at the equator, is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. We should find out what is its approximate magnetic dipole moment. The relationship between BE and M is mu naught by 4 pi into M by R cube, where R is equal to radius of Earth. So radius of Earth is equal to 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters. It is 6,400 kilometers. So 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters. So we should find out M value. So BE is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 4 pi into M by 6.4 and 10 to the power of 6 whole cube. If this is the case, 4 pi 4 pi get cancelled. So M into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 6.4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 whole cube. is equal to BE. What is BE? 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. So from this, M is equal to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 whole cube into 10 to the power of 7. Because this will come here by 10 power minus 7 goes up 10 to the power of plus 7. So we will get 4 into 10 square into 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 whole cube. Then the answer we will get is 1 into 10 to the power of 23 am square. So this problem relates the horizontal and components of the earth. So horizontal magnetic field and BE. The horizontal component of the earth's magnetic field at a certain place is 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. And the angle of dip is 60 degrees. What is the magnetic field of the earth at this location? So horizontal component of the earth's magnetic field means HE. This is 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. Angle of dip D R delta is equal to 60 degrees. What is the magnetic field of the earth at this location? So cos delta is equal to HE by BE. So BE is equal to HE by cos delta. So HE is 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla by cos the dip angle is 60 degrees. (2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla by cos 60 is half. So BE is equal to, this 2 will go up, 5.2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. This is the problem which is related to the relative permeabilities and MBH. Yeah, the solenoid of insulated wire is wound on a core with relative permeability 400. If the number of turns per meter is 1000 and the solenoid carries a current of 2 amperes, calculate H, B and magnetization M. So a solenoid, the solution is relative permeability mu R is equal to 400. Number of turns per meter small n is equal to 1000. Carries a current of 2 amperes. Calculate H. So H is equal to Ni. So 2 into 1000, therefore 2 into 10 cube A by M. H value was discovered. This was one. B is equal to mu R mu naught H. Mu R is 400. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. H is equal to 2 into 10 cube. So we will get 400 into 4, 1600. 1600 into 2, 3200 into pi, 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So approximately we will get 1 Tesla. This is approximate. Because to 3200 into 3.14 we will get some 10,000. So 10,000 into 10 to the power of minus 4, 1 Tesla. Next one, M. Mu R minus 1 into H. Because M is equal to chi H. So chi is equal to mu R minus 1. So 399, because mu r is 400, 400 minus 1 is 399, h is equal to 2 into 10 cube. 399 into 2, 798 into 10 cube. Approximately we will get 8 into 10 to the power of 5 a by m. Like this we can derive the values. Here we are seeing one more problem which is related to the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's field, it is claimed, roughly approximates the field due to a dipole of magnetic moment 8 into 10 to the power of 22 Tesla for joules located at its center. Check the order of magnitude of this number in some way. Means we should check that with respect to this dipole moment we are getting some Earth's magnetic field. Is it in the order of the calculated values or not? So for this purpose, magnetic moment m is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 22 Tj inverse. Magnetic moment at its center is mu naught by 4 pi into m by r cube, or mu naught by 4 pi into m by b cube. So at its center means d is nothing but from one point to its center is nothing but the radius of the Earth. So we know that radius of the Earth r is equal to 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters. If we substitute these values, b is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 whole divided by 4 pi into m is 8 into 10 to the power of 22 whole divided by r is 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters whole cube. 4 pi get cancelled. 10 to the power of 7 into 8 into 10 to the power of 22 by 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters whole cube. If we calculate all those things, we will get approximately 0.31 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. 1 minus 4 Tesla is nothing but Gauss, so therefore it is 0.31 Gauss, or 0.31 capital G, where G is the representation of Gauss. So this value is actually in the order of Earth's magnetic field. So we can say that it is true. This is one more problem with respect to the solenoid. The content is the closely wound solenoid of 800 turns and area of cross section 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meters square carries a current of 3 amperes. Explain the sense in which the solenoid acts like a bar magnet. What is its associated magnetic moment? So the number of turns n is equal to 800. Area of cross section 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square carries a current of 3 amperes. So we should find out in which direction it acts like a bar magnet, and at the same time what is its associated magnetic moment. We should find out m. Yeah, this is a direct sense, so we can write m is equal to NIA. The n is equal to 800, I is equal to 3 amperes, area is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meters square. This is 2400 into 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4. 2400 into 25 by 10 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So 24 25s are 600. 600 into 10, 6000 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So we will get m is equal to, this is 6 into 10 cube into 10 to the power of minus 4, 6 into 10 to the power of minus 1, 0.6 joule T minus 1. So it has the magnetic moment of 0.6 joules per Tesla along the axis of the bar magnet. So along the axis of the solenoid, it acts like a bar magnet. This is one of the problem which is relating the work done to align the dipole into the field, maybe perpendicular or linear. The content of the problem is a bar magnet of magnetic moment 1.5 joules per Tesla lies aligned with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.22 Tesla. What is the amount of work required by an external torque to turn the magnet so as to align in its magnetic moment in normal to the field direction and opposite to the field direction? So we should write the physical quantities that are present in the problem. Magnetic moment m is equal to 1.5 joules per Tesla lies aligned with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.22 Tesla. So B is equal to 0.22 Tesla. What is the amount of work required by an external torque to turn the magnet so as to align its magnetic moment? Means magnetic moment is in actually the domains of the magnet will be in one direction. So we should do some work to align that magnetic moments in a particular direction. So therefore here the work is similar to the town. So it will be minus mb cos theta. So if this is the case, so the first case, work done to align its magnetic moment normal to the field direction. Initial angle theta 1 is 0 degrees. Normal to the field direction means theta 2 is 90 degrees. So work done is equal to minus mb cos of theta 2 minus theta 1. So minus m 1.5 b 0.22 into cos theta 2 90 degrees minus cos 0 degrees. So we can write cos 90 degrees minus cos 0 degrees. Cos 90 0, 0 minus 1. So minus 1.5 into 0.22 into minus 1. Minus and minus will become plus. So 15 22s are 330. So here it is 0.33 joules. This is the work done to align the magnetic moments in normal to the field direction. What is the second bit? Opposite to the field direction. Opposite to the field direction means theta 1 is 0 only, but theta 2 is 180 degrees because exactly opposite in the phase. So again, work done is equal to minus mb cos of 180 degrees minus cos 0, because it is also theta 2 minus theta 1. Minus 1.5, b is 0.22, cos 180 is minus 1, cos 0 is 1. Minus 1 and minus 1, minus 2 into this value. Here already we got 0.33 for this one, into 2 means 0.66 joules. So this must be the amount of work required to rotate or to align the magnetic moments. This is the problem which relates to the moment of inertia of the magnet. A circular coil of 16 turns and radius 10 centimeter carrying a current of 0.75 amperes rests with plane normal to an external field of magnitude 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla. The coil is free to turn about an axis in its plane perpendicular to the field direction. When the coil is turned slightly and released, it oscillates about its stable equilibrium with a frequency of 2.0 second inverse, nothing but the 2 Hz. What is the moment of inertia of the coil about its axis of rotation? So in this case, we should think that number of turns n is equal to 16, radius r is equal to 10 centimeters, nothing but 0.1 meter, because 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, so 1 meter is equal to 1 by 100. The coil is then the plane normal to an external field of magnitude 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla. The coil is free to turn about an axis in its plane perpendicular to the field direction. When the coil is turned slightly and released, it oscillates about its stable equilibrium with a frequency of 2.0 second inverse. So what is its moment of inertia of the coil about its axis of rotation? There are many ways to find out the moment of inertia. So first we will find out magnetic moment NIA. So the N is 16. We don't know the I. We should find out, means here I is current. So it is passing through any current. So it is not there. So area of cross section is also pi r square into I. So the magnetic field is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla is equal to 16 into pi is 22 by 7. Radius is 0.1 meter. So r square means 0.1 square. I is current 0.75 amperes. If we did the calculation, so we will get some 0.377 joules per Tesla. This is M only. Because we should find out the field. This field is actually B. So M magnetic moment is 0.377 joules per Tesla. From this one, we should find out the moment of inertia. So we know that V is equal to 1 by 2 pi into under root mb by I. We should find out this I. So for this purpose, 2 pi V by under root mb is equal to 1 by root I. So from this one, root I is equal to under root mb by 2 pi V. So on squaring of both sides, I is equal to mb by 4 pi square V square. So m we got 0.377. B we have 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla. Four into pi is 3.14 whole square. V is we know that nu is 2 seconds inverse. So if you substitute all these values and calculate, we will get I is equal to 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 kg m square. This is the frequency. It's not V, it's a new frequency. So frequency is equal to 2 square. So this is the problem which relates the angle of dip and horizontal component of the earth. A magnetic needle free to rotate in a vertical plane parallel to the magnetic meridian has its north tip pointing down at 22 degrees with the horizontal. The horizontal component of the earth's magnetic field at the place is known to be 0.35 Gauss. Determine the magnitude of the earth's magnetic field at that place. So angle of deviation theta is 22 degrees. Horizontal component of the earth is 0.35 Gauss. So what is R? In other words, we can say that cos theta is equal to hc by be. So be is equal to hc by cos theta. So where R, be both are same at that place. So R is equal to h by cos theta. H is 0.35 Gauss into cos theta is 22 degrees. If we see the Clark's table, logarithmic tables, cos 22 is 0.9272. So therefore 0.35 by 0.9272 we will get 0.38 Gauss. So if h is equal to 0.35 Gauss, where the angle of deviation is 22 degrees, correspondingly Earth's magnetic field at that place will be 0.38 Gauss. This is one more problem. A short bar magnet has a magnetic moment of 0.48 joules for Tesla. Give the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field produced by the magnet at a distance of 10 cm from the center of the magnet on the axis, the equatorial lines of the magnet. So it is freely suspended, that's it. There is no variations in the direction. The magnet is not rotating in a circular path. In that case, we should think about the direction. When there is no special case is mentioned, we can think the magnetic field is along the north and south direction only. So for this case, we should write the values. Magnetic moment M is equal to 0.48 joule Tesla minus, and we should find out the distance. R is equal to 10 centimeters means 0.1 meter. So we should find out the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field from the center of the magnet on the axis and on the equatorial lines of the magnet. So the first bit on the axis, B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by d cube, or d is equal to r, where mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 4 pi into 2 into magnetic momentum is 0.48 by d is 0.1. So 10 to the power of minus 1 whole cube. We can write like this. So this 10 to the power of minus 3 goes up, 10 to the power of plus 3, 3 minus 7, 10 to the power of minus 4. 4 pi get cancelled. 2 into 0.48, 0.96 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. We can write 0.96 Gauss. The first bit was over. Second bit, the equatorial lines of the magnet. So we should find out the magnetic field along the equatorial line. B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi again into m by d cube. Again it is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 4 pi into m is 0.48 d cube, 10 to the power of minus 1 whole cube. Again 10 to the power of minus 3 goes up 10 to the power of plus 3, 3 minus 7 powers minus 4. So it is 0.48 into 10 to the power of minus 4. In other words, we can write 0.48 Gauss Tesla. So like this, we can understand the magnetic field along one axis. So this is the problem. A Rowland ring of mean radius 15 centimeter has 3500 turns of wire wound on a ferromagnetic core of relative permeability 800. What is the magnetic field B in the core for a magnetizing current of 1.2 amperes? Let me write all the values. Radius R is equal to 15 centimeters. We can write 15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters, which has turns 3500. Of wire wound on a ferromagnetic core of relative permeability mu R 800. What is the magnetic field B in the core of a magnetizing current of 1.2 amperes? So among all, we should find out B. So we should find out B is equal to mu naught mu R Ni. We know that mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Mu R relative permeability 800. N is number of turns per unit length. So what we can write? Number of turns is 3500. Per unit length means for a circle wise the total is 2 pi r. The total length of a circle is nothing but its circumference 2 pi r into I is 1.2 amperes. So 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 800 into 3500 by 2 pi into radius R is equal to 15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters into 1.2. 2 pi, 4 pi, cancel out 2. So 2 into 800, 1600 into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 3500 into 1.2. By 15, this will be 10 square. If you do the calculation, we will get approximately some 4.48 Tesla. If you multiply and divide with the values, we will get 4.48 Tesla. So that is the magnetizing field value in this Rowland ring of radius this much and mean values this much. So we are moving to the problems in moving charges and magnetism chapter. So we will start from the problem 1. A current of 10 amperes passes through two very long wires held parallel to each other and separated by a distance of 1 meter. What is the force per unit length between them? So 10 amperes is current passing through two very long wires which are parallel to each other like this and separated by a distance of 1 meter. So 10 amperes, 10 amperes. So we can write I1 is equal to I2 is equal to 10 amperes. The distance between them D or R is equal to 1 meter. So we should find out force per unit length. If this is the case, F is equal to mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi R by L. The actual formula is mu naught I1 I2 L by 2 pi R. So force per unit length is mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi R. So F by L is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. I1 is 10 amperes, I2 is 10 amperes, whole divided by 2 pi. R is 1 meter. This 2 pi, 4 pi 2 times. So 2 into 10 into 10 is 100, 10 square into 10 to the power of minus 7. So it will be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5. F by L means Newton per meter. This is F by L. So this much of force is there per unit length between the two conductors. Here is one more problem which relates to the magnetic field with respect to the long straight conductors. So there is a long straight wire carries a current of 35 amperes. What is the magnitude of the field B at a point 20 centimeters from the wire? So the current I is equal to 35 amperes. The magnitude of the field B at a point, we should find out the magnitude of magnetic field B at a point 20 centimeters from the wire. 20 centimeters means 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Simplified form 20 by 100, 0.2. Enough. So we should find out the magnetic field. This is a long straight wire. We can say it has an infinite length also. So because of that, we can write B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by R. Therefore B is equal to mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 4 pi into 2 into I is 35 amperes by R is 0.2 meters. 4 pi get cancelled. 35 into 2, 70. 70 by 0.2, 350. Into 10 to the power of minus 7. In other words, we can write 3.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Tesla. So this will be the B value with respect to the given dimensions of the conductor and carrying a current of this much value. So this is the problem. What is the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length on a wire carrying current of 8 amperes and making an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla? Means like this. This is the uniform magnetic field. Okay, and there is a wire carrying a current of 8 amperes and making an angle 30 degrees with the direction of uniform magnetic field. So this is conducting wire. Making an angle 30 degrees. So if this is the case, what is the force per unit length? So we should write I is equal to 8 amperes. Length of the wire is theta is equal to 30 degrees. What is the magnitude of magnetic force per unit length on a wire carrying a current of 8 amperes and making an angle 30 with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla? So in this case, F is equal to I into L cross B. That's why I L B sin theta. So we can write L like this. So I L B sin theta. So F by L is equal to I B sin theta. I is 8 amperes. B is 0.15 sin 30 degrees. We know the sin 30 is half. So 8 into 0.15 by 2, 284. So 4 into 15 is 60. 60 by 100 is 0.6 Newton per meter. This much is the force per unit length with respect to these dimensions of the conducting wire. So here the problem which is a lengthy wire A 3 centimeter wire carrying a current of 10 amperes is placed inside a solenoid perpendicular to its axis, means theta is 90 degrees. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given to be 0.27 Tesla. What is the magnetic force on the wire? So here theta is equal to 90 degrees. Place it inside the solenoid means like this. Winding or inside object is placed and carrying a current I is equal to 10 amperes. Okay, length of the wire is 3 centimeters. So we can write 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Next, the magnetic field inside the solenoid is given to be 0.27 Tesla. So we should find out the force. So force is equal to I into L cross B. So I can write BIL sin theta. So F is equal to, B is 0.27. I is amount of current 10 amperes. Length is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters into sin 90. Because theta is 90 degrees, sin 90 is 1. So it will be 0.27 into 3, 0.81 into 10 into 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 1. 0.81 by 10. So 0.81 by 10 means 0.81. So 0.81 by 10, 0.081. If it is into 10, 8.1 like that. So this might be the force when the angle and dimensions are like this. A closely wound solenoid 80 centimeter long has 5 layers of windings of 400 turns each. The diameter of the solenoid is 1.8 centimeters. If the current carried is 8 amperes, estimate the magnitude of B inside the solenoid near its center. So we should write length is 80 centimeters. We can write 0.8 meters. Number of layers is equal to 5. Each layer number of turns is 400. So total is 400 into 5, 2000. But 2000 number of turns are there in 0.8 meters. What about the number of turns per unit meter, unit length? Number of turns per unit length is equal to 2000 by 0.8, we will get 2500. So if this is the case, current is 8 amperes. And estimate the magnetic field B inside the solenoid from its center. So B is equal to mu naught Ni, where mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7, where N is number of turns per unit length 2500. I is, the current is 8 amperes. So if this is the case, we can write 4 into 2500, 2 more zeros into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 8 pi. So this will be 8 pi into 10 to the power of 4 and 10 to the power of minus 7, approximately 10 to the power of minus 3. So pi is 3.14. So 8 into 3.14, approximately we will get into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 14/8s are 112. This one will come 25.12 like this, 10 to the power of minus 3. So therefore B is equal to 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Tesla. This much field inside the solenoid from its center.